What's up, everybody? Your boy Joeywerk. I'm back. Let's go. Live, ready to roll. Shout out everybody already in the chat. Much appreciated. I'm excited to be back. I got my nice little winner back from yesterday on the free play. Yankees first 5 minus a half was a winner. Sevy did have a little trouble. Battles way through the jam, and the Yankees offense did their part. So making my solo YouTube record now 3-2 up a unit. Happy 420, everybody. Hope you had a good holidays and smoked responsibly. I'm not really sure what smoking responsibly means, but disclaimer that I had to say. All right, I got my, just do it later Jamaica shirt on for the holiday. Appreciate everybody hanging out already in the chat. My guy, Prop Nate, Johnny Nelson, somebody from Run Pure is in the building already. Appreciate you. We're ready to roll, though. All right. So first game tomorrow I got is San Francisco Giants, New York Mets. Mets minus 120. It's a 1 o'clock game, I want to say. Yeah, 110, Citi Field. Mets minus 120 over under set at 7.5. Carrasco, has been really good thus far this year. And he did have surgery in the offseason, and he said he felt so much better after the surgery. And it really is shown, he did pitch. Granted, he did pitch against the Nationals and the D-backs, so take it with a grain of salt. But he only allowed 1 earned run, 10 2/3 innings, a solo homer. That was the 1 run. So he struck out 13, only walking 2. This is a guy that rarely walks anyone in the first place, but it keeps this up. I am very, very impressed. I actually do have him on my fantasy team. I bought him low, so I do think he's gonna be very vital to this Mets staff, very vital to this Mets team, who looks really good out the gate. 9 wins already. He's been, he uses 4 different pitches, sometimes 5. 4-seamer he uses a lot, the slider and the changeup he's been using the most, and he has been mixing curveball and sinker at times. If he's using all 5 pitches, really hard to beat. San Francisco doesn't have many at-bats versus Carlos either, so I'm not going to really dig into the BVP. As for DeSclafani on the other end, Anthony DeSclafani starting for the Giants, he's been, I guess, his numbers have been decent, I guess you could say. I guess if the surface numbers are decent, if you look at it, but the advanced numbers, not exactly that. So 8 1/3 innings he's pitched, 4 earned runs, only 1 walk, but 9 strikeouts, which is solid. His advanced numbers show there's definitely problems there. 43% hard hit rate, 3.06 x batting average. He strikes out this Mets squad about 26% of the time, holds them to a 171 batting average against and 249 WOBA. So that's pretty impressive, but it's only 89 at-bats, less than 90. And Lindor has pretty good numbers versus him. 12 at-bats, 5 hits, 2 homers. So I definitely trust Carlos Carrasco more than DeSclafani. This Mets team has been playing really good. As I mentioned, most wins in baseball at 9. They lead the league in on-base percentage. They lead the league in RBIs. They have been mashing righties as well. So while the Mets pen has definitely been better this year than previous years, I'm not ready to fully trust them. So I'm not going to, as I always do, I'm going to keep it to a first 5. This will be my first official play on this rundown. Mets first 5 will be my first official play, minus 120 via BetMGM. Mets first 5 money line, minus 120 via BetMGM. Again, I'm going to go through every single game on the card for tomorrow. Much appreciate everybody in the chat. Gregory Russo, thank you, my friend. Marty Riggs, what up? Robert, what up, my guy? Mets been getting smacked. What are you watching? Been getting smacked. The Mets have the most wins in baseball, Robert. Giants been too good on offense every game. Well, I'm not sure what you're watching. A little first 5 action. You already know, Joseph. Dude, you missed the first part. Yeah, tell him. Robert, tell him. WT, tell Robert he's got to watch the whole video before he starts, talking smack. Trying to get those free play bangers. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Ready to roll. Good to see you again, Dave and Callie, my guy. Talking about versus the Mets. Yeah, Robert, as am I. All right. White Sox first. Guardians next game. Over under set at 8. White Sox minus 135. Starting pitching matchup is Dylan Cease and Zach Plesac. We got so the Guardians did win both games of the doubleheader today. Going for the sweep tomorrow. The White Sox bats have been really missing this year. They scored 2 total runs in the doubleheader. 1 run in both games of the doubleheader. Have only scored over 3 runs in 4 of their 11 games this year. And that's 6 straight games without scoring 4 runs. 6 straight games they haven't scored 4 runs. So, an offensive slump as of late for sure from this team. They do get Zach Plesac, who they've had plenty of prior success versus. 120 at-bats, batting 344, weighted on base percentage. Plesac has pitched good this year in his 2 starts, 11 innings, only allowed 2 solo homers, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. His advanced numbers the last couple of years, show that he's not as good as these surface numbers have been this year. He's definitely been on the luckier side of things. And as for Cease, I do love his stuff, but he's always had trouble with his command. He throws gas. The guy throws gas. He struck out 8 batters in both starts, so 16 batters in 2 starts this year in 10 2/3 innings. Only 2 earned runs, but he has 5 walks. He does walk people. He does get when you throw so hard, as I say time and time again, when you throw so hard, you do lose the strike zone at times, and that's what happened. His White Sox bullpen is definitely back to doing White Sox things. Very impressive thus far. Top 5 in advanced stats to start the year. So lean, if I have to take a lean, it's definitely with the White Sox. I'm not going to make anything official in this game, especially until I see some of those bats get some life from the White Sox. So nothing official, but lean would be on the White Sox. Kind of like Cleveland team total over 3.5. All right, Johnny. Yeah, I like Dylan Cease. I think he probably shuts Cleveland down for a little bit here. So I'm just going to stay away from this game. Next game is Yankees versus Tigers. Yankees minus 160, under over set at 8. Jordan Montgomery versus big Michael Pineda. I mean, these Yankees bats have been missing for a while as well, but Michael Pineda is exact starter. They need to wake him up. This will be his first start of the year in the bigs. He did miss a lot of spring training because he was having problems with his visa. So he did miss a lot of spring training, and he's had 2 starts in AAA Toledo. He pitched only 6 1/3 innings total in those 2 starts, allowed 4 earned runs in total in those 2 starts. I think he's not going to be on a pitch cam, meaning, he'll probably pitch 60, 70 pitches at most, maybe 4 innings, depending on how he pitches, 4 innings. And this Tigers bullpen was bad last year, hasn't gotten off to a great start this year. Plus, yesterday they had a full bullpen game, literally, I think, 9 different pitchers yesterday. Today they threw 4 more guys out the pen. So this pen is a little taxed. So I don't, this is probably going to be a situational looks from the manager here, where they're going to switch in, out, different bullpen arms, and I think the Yankees just get to him. But we know what and more for Monty on the back end. We know what we get out of Monty. A quality start almost every time. Last year he had 25 starts, 20 of them were quality starts. After a rough first start of the year, he came back with a great 5 innings. Strong 3-hit ball. His next start obviously was against Baltimore, but still, his strikeouts have been down to start this year, but he's been limiting hard hit contact rate and keeping batters off balance, so, and he has pretty good numbers versus Tigers team as well. So lean is with the Yankees, but at minus 160, as you guys know, I do not bet anything above minus 130. I'm not making the bet. So minus 160, I'm not going to make the bet. I'm not against if you want to take Yankees first 5 here again, lay a half run. I'm not totally against that either. But no official play there. Next game we got is Toronto Blue Jays versus the Boston Red Sox. Toronto minus 115, over under is set at 9. It's a rubber match of a 3-game set. Red Sox winning 2-1 game 1. Blue Jays, pretty sure they won today. I think it was 6-1 last I looked. Tanner Hoark versus Kevin Gossman going for tomorrow. So Gossman has looked good. He looked good in his last start, at least. He was rolling. I was at the game. It was versus the Yankees in the Bronx. He was rolling until, basically the bottom of the Yankees lineup. IKF and Jose Trevino were the 2 guys that really got to him. He ended the game striking out 9 batters against the Yankees in 5 2/3, allowing two earned runs. He's yet to allow a walk this year, which we can expect. This guy hammers his own at all times. He only walked 50 batters in 190 innings last year. So, and he's seen plenty of these Red Sox. I don't know if you guys remember, but he did pitch on the Orioles a couple years back. So, and Hoark pitched, great his last start, but it was against the Twins, who I am personally pretty low on, especially their offense thus far. 5 2/3 of 2-hit ball, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He had walked 3 batters in each of his 2 starts for Tanner Hoark, which sooner or later is going to get him in trouble. He doesn't have much BVP versus Toronto Blue Jays team. Boston's pen has been better than Toronto's thus far, but I definitely trust Gossman over Tanner Hoark. I already say the last name, but so I'm just gonna pass on this game, and I will just enjoy it. Next game we got is Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals. Twins minus 120, under over set at 8. I mean, as I just mentioned, if you ask me about this Twins team, I think it's poop. Last year was poop. This year is poop. You know, they got Carlos Correa, who hasn't really showed up yet. Is that going to make this team go over the hump and win the division? Absolutely not. The pitching is still bad. Their bullpen is still bad. And the lineup, now that Byron Buxton is out of the lineup, it's been really bad. They're batting 197 on the year. Bottom 10 in almost all offensive categories. Batting average, on base percentage, slugging percentage, hits, runs. Just not an offense I'm afraid of. But they do get Zach Greinke here, who have the 313 X-weighted on base percentage versus. And Zach has pitched pretty good, I guess, in his first start, you could say. 5 2/3 versus Cleveland, 5 hits, 1 earned, 5 1/3 versus Detroit, 5 hits, 2 earned, both games at home. This is another game he gets to pitch at home. I mean, he obviously needs to locate his stuff, as he doesn't have anything overpowering anymore. He only has 1 strikeout on the year in those 2 starts, over 11 innings. He only has 1 strikeout. I do like the Twins starter here, though, Joe Ryan. He had really good minor league stats before coming over to the bigs. Last year he started, I want to say 5 or 6 games he started last year. Now this year he's in the rotation. You know, this is his 3rd start this year. He pitched 10 innings so far in the first 2 starts, allowing 3 total runs, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks. He has never pitched against his Royals team, so that should definitely have a little advantage to him. And funny thing is, the Royals are in the bottom 10 in almost all offensive categories as well. So slightly towards the under first 5. I do prefer the Twins side of the first 5. I may make a move there, but the Twins pen sucks as well. So if you like them, I would keep it to a first 5. I definitely cannot trust Zach Greinke at this age of his career. He's going to get blown up sooner or later. It's going to happen, and I think it's happened sooner. Nothing official from me, but if they do make a move, I will let all the Run Pure Bets members know when I make a move. I'll ask you all at the Discord if I do make a move. Lean is definitely with the Twins first 5. Orioles versus Athletics next game. Tyler Wells versus Paul Blackburn. A's -120. Under over set at 7.5. All right, so I think we're almost halfway through here. Blue Jays money line will be a play for me. All right, Johnny. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. If you have any questions, make sure to ask those questions. I will answer them as best I can in the chat. Thanks again, everybody hanging out. So Tyler Wells, I'm sorry. He pitched 1 2/3 his first start against Tampa Bay, 4 earned. Then he comes back and pitched really good against Yankees, 4 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. But as I mentioned, you know, the Yankees have been struggling with the bats. If you limit the hard contact, you have a good chance of pitching pretty good against this Yankee team. Again, he did pitch in Baltimore. Not sure if you guys seen Baltimore Camden Yards, but Camden Yards, they extended left field by, I want to say, 15 feet. They made a little indentation and cut it out and just made it because their pitchers were giving up a lot of home runs, especially a team that hasn't been very good as of recent. So they extended the ballpark. Definitely helps pitchers. Paul Blackburn pitched pretty good in his start too. Who did he pitch against? Washington, maybe? Or he pitched against the Blue Jays. And his first start, I'm trying to real fast. He pitched against Tampa and Toronto. Wow. 2 good starts, too. 5 innings, 3 hits, 7 Ks. And then he comes back against Toronto, 5 innings, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts. Only 1 walk on the year. So he's pitched pretty good in his 2 starts this year, both on the road. Now he gets to come home against an Orioles team I'm not really afraid of, you know. But this A's team has actually somewhat impressed thus far. You know, I thought this A's team was going to be really bad this year, too. Playing pretty good. Neither BVP is really worth anything here. Lean is with Oakland. Am I going to put my money on it? More than likely not. Tyler Wells, Paul Blackburn. Blackburn's advanced stuff last year were bad. Advanced numbers were bad last year. So I'm not going to really take into effect. He pitched good 2 games. I got to see a better sample size out of Paul Blackburn to really have trust in him. Obviously, he gets a weaker lineup in the Orioles. So if you're interested in it, I'm not totally against it, but nothing official from me. Lean is definitely Oakland. Nothing official. What up, Chris? What up, my guy, Chris? All right, next game I got is Diamondbacks Nationals. Under over is 8.5. Nationals -125 on the money line. This will be the last game of a 7-game road trip for the Diamondbacks. They go back home. I think they play the Mets next series. Zach Davies versus my guy, Josh Rogers. Zach has struggled thus far for sure, as is really the normal case with this guy. You know, his advanced numbers have been terrible the last couple years. He allowed 6 earned runs in 9 1/3 innings, 4 walks and 4 strikeouts in 2 starts this year. He's never been a strikeout guy, but he tries to locate in the zone. use the sinker to get ground balls out, but he struggled really thus far this year. 357 X-weighted on base percentage against, 501 slugging against, and the Nationals have pretty good numbers versus him. 323 X-weighted on base percentage versus him, 412 slugging percentage. He's striking them out 12% of the time. It's over 50 at-bats versus him. And as for Josh Rogers, he finally gets his first home start of the year. His first 2 starts were on the road. He'll face a Diamondbacks team who cannot hit lefties. Plain and simple, they can't hit lefties, all right? Worst batting average versus lefties, worst slugging percentage versus lefties, worst OPS in the baseball versus lefties, all right? This will be the first time most of these Diamondbacks have seen Josh Rogers as well. And both bullpens are definitely somewhat questionable. The Diamondbacks have the worst advanced numbers in any bullpens, over a 5 xFIP thus far, least amount of strikeouts in all of baseball. But, the Nationals bullpen, definitely not somebody to trust either. So, as I normally do, this will be my second official play on the show. I'm going to keep it to a first 5 here. I'll take the better of the 2 starters, the better lineup too, keep the volatility of the pens out of it. Nationals first 5, lay the half run, plus 110 via BetMGM. So that'll be my second official play. Nationals first 5, minus the half, plus 110 via BetMGM. Jordan Elmore, what up, guy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for the Yankees winner. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate. Todd Dale, what up, my guy? Todd Dole, what up? Appreciate all the positive vibes in the chat. Appreciate you guys. If I get you guys comment on the video after I post it, hit the like button. I'll do more of these game-by-game breakdowns on Wednesday nights with you guys because I know you guys liked this last year. I had fun doing them too, especially, talking to you guys in the chat. If you guys have any questions, whatnot, I did enjoy it. So I'll probably try to do a couple more of these. Maybe not every week, but every other week we'll do this or maybe every week. We'll see. Depends on what the people like. Hit the like button, give me a comment on a video, and maybe we'll keep doing it. All right. Next game we got is the Cardinals versus Marlins. Line in this game is Marlins minus 130 in the Loan Depot Park. Wow. I didn't expect that. Pablo's definitely pretty damn good. That's probably why. Let me get the under over here. Thanks. You're welcome. B-Red Malibu, what up, my guy? Long time no see. Under over set at 7.5 in this game. So we got Jordan Hicks. Is this his first start of the year, or did he start? He might have started one. He might have came out of the bullpen, or he started one game. So he's pitched 2 innings thus far, or 4 innings thus far. I'm pretty sure they were both out of the bullpen. 2 innings at home versus Kansas City. 2 innings in Milwaukee. He's only allowed 1 hit thus far. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. This guy has really good stuff. Obviously, he'll probably be on a pitch count. Yeah, this is his first start. He's supposed to be limited to 45 pitches. So then it's going to be the bullpen. Let's check out these bullpen numbers for St. Louis thus far. St. Louis bullpen. Let's see what we got here. St. Louis bullpen. Last year, we're decent. This year, they're about middle of the pack. Middle of the pack this year. Okay. So likely be a bullpen game. So that means for this team, that means I somewhat lean under. Hicks pitched 45 pitches. How many? That'll be 2-3 innings at most, maybe. 3 innings at most versus Miami team who's definitely has a lot of trouble on the offensive end. 7.5 is a low number, but the way the balls, I think they might have done something with the balls again because there's been a lot of unders thus far in baseball this year. And Pablo Lopez has been phenomenal. 5 innings in both starts. 7 hits, only 1 earned run total, 8 strikeouts. He pitched against in San Fran and against Philly. Obviously, Philly has definitely struggled a lot on the offensive end as well. But I definitely trust Pablo Lopez at home here. Not crazy BVP for either team. Not over 40 at bats for either team. So lean is under 7.5. If you want to keep it to a first 5, I'm not totally against it. But I think the Cardinals will mix and match here. So I like the lean for full game under 7.5. You turn that bowling league up, brother. B-Rad, I actually stopped bowling. My wrist is all, see how fat my wrist is? My wrist is all messed up. I probably need to get surgery on my wrist again. So, I can't even go all the way left. So I did stop bowling, but I appreciate you. I hope Joey ain't throwing more games in the bowling, like he did. Yeah, bro. Joseph, it was all Estrada. It was all a game, bro. I'm running it back. When we run it back for the second time, we're going to do double or nothing. I'll just take 1,000 from them. I gave him 500 the first time. Take the 1,000. It's all going to be a game. It's all smart. It's all up here. Now, all right. Next game we got is Pirates Cubs. Bryce Wilson versus Mark Leiter Jr. This is not the Phenom Leiter. Okay, this is not the Phenom Leiter. Let me say that twice so you guys get over it. So we get Pirates plus 125. Comeback is the Cubs minus 140, minus 145 in places. Under over is not set because we are in Wrigley. You guys, let me know what the line is on the rematch. I will. You guys know Wrigley. It all depends on the win, so they really don't set the under overs yet in Wrigley. Bryce Wilson is not very good either. So neither of these starting pitchers do I really trust. Bryce came over from the Braves. He pitched with the Braves, I think, and until last year they might have traded him. He's pitched 8 1/3 thus far, 5 earned innings, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Nothing overpowering. Not somebody, he worked majority of his career. He worked out of the bullpen. Obviously, the Pirates don't have many starters. They're trying to make him into a starter, see what it's all about. And then Mark Leiter, on the other hand, I think he started 1 game this far. Yeah, he started 1 game in Colorado, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. 3 1/3 innings, 7 earned runs, a homer, and 4 walks. Definitely not encouraging numbers over there. This is just a straight pass for me. Obviously, if the wind's blowing out, you expect runs, but both these teams are not very good, so we're just gonna skip this game for sure. And then we got the last game is Texas versus Seattle. Rangers plus 125 in spots. Seattle minus 145. Under over set at 8 or 8.5 in places. It's 8 in most places, 8.5 in one. This is a game, that the Rangers, surprisingly, the Rangers have been pooped this year. I thought they'd be a little better than they started, but maybe, it is what it is. If a couple guys struggle, that's what happens. Taylor O'Hearn versus Marco Gonzalez. Marco pitches much better at home, so he gets home here, and the Rangers have struggled versus lefties. They have seen a lot of Marco, though, over almost 140 at-bats, 333 X-weighted on base percentage, only striking out 18% of the time, slugging percentage almost in the 500s. Taylor O'Hearn, he has definitely pitched good this year thus far. Not somebody I'm really crazy high on. He did pitch against the Angels last start, and then he started versus Colorado as well. 4 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned versus Colorado at home. And the second game was at home against the Angels, 3 2/3, 3 earned runs, 10 strikeouts thus far on the year, and 2 walks. This is the first game on the road, so I do expect a little nerves here. Slight lean towards Seattle, but I'm not betting Seattle minus 140, and I don't even want to lay the half run on the first 5. This is another game I'm just going to be off of. I'm not laying minus 150, minus 140 with the Mariners here with Marco Gonzalez on the hill. So nothing official on that game as well. And that's all 10 games. I went through all 10 games pretty fast, 23 minutes thus far. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to send them in right now. The 2 official plays will be Mets first 5 money line, minus 120 via BetMGM. Nationals first 5, minus a half, plus 110 via BetMGM. Those will be the 2 official plays tracked on my solo record thus far. What is my record in Run Pure? I just want to check my official record because I'm up. Because I know on the free plays I gave out, solo free plays I gave out, I'm 3-2 on the year plus a unit. On the Run Pure official track spreadsheet, which is every single play I give out every single day, fully tracked, 18-14 plus 4.4 units on the year. So pretty decent start. 18-14, 56%. 56% for the year. I am very happy, as are our subscribers. Much love. Joey minus 100,000. JJ plus 20,000. Under over 95 pins. Holy hell. What up, DB Gnarly? What do you have for Red Sox and Blue Jays? I already went through the Red Sox Blue Jays game, Robert. If you want, go back and you can watch the tape. Looking to roll the winnings from today's video into good hot sauce. Anyone got ideas? Yes, Joseph. You set me up for that one. Sauce Bay hot sauce. All natural, the only bay you need. All natural hot sauce now in so many different retailers, not even funny, man. ShopRite we're in now. Pathmark, you name it, we're in it. Lion, whatever, King Lion, whatever the hell that's called. They don't have those in Jersey, but Sauce Bay hot sauce, saucebay.com, just how you spell it, Sauce Bay, B-A-E, saucebay.com, promo code Joeywerk, 10% off. It's like $7 for a bottle of hot sauce. and it's great. It tastes great. This one's not too hot, so if you're not into crazy hotness, if you just want a little turmeric, a little pineapple, boom. There's also another one that's a little hotter for the people that like, that have hair on their chest like myself. You get the little hotter one. If you don't like it, you just hang out with the normal one. But nice Mets, everyone winning first 5. Most of them looking forward to cashing it tomorrow. Love it. Joseph, love it. Jordan Elmore, love it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. B-Ren Malibu, hitting the hot sauce. Chris, Robert, Joseph Estrada, DB Gnarly, my guy. Robert, Todd, Chris, Johnny Nelson, Dave and Callie, WT, Gregory Russo, Marty Riggs, Post-Degenerate Stoner, 420 Stoner, Pradheep Sakas. Much love, everybody. Joey, any team versus the Reds, -1.5 has won 9 in a row. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, B-Rad. Yeah, the Reds have been awfully bad. Johnny India now on the DL. Mike Moustakas now hurt. The Reds are someone bet me that the Reds would win 90 games. I would buy him a hobby box in MLB. I said, sure. If they don't, you owe me a sandwich. So he's going to owe me a sandwich. But I took a light on him. He's a Reds fan. I took a light on him. Imagine getting the mild hot sauce. Twig, what up, my guy? Imagine. Yeah, this is the mild one. This is for, it is what it is. It's for the people that aren't crazy about hot sauce. I'm a hot sauce, I love hot sauce. I try every different kind. Don't get me wrong. This is my favorite sauce bag, but I try every different kind. I have about 15 different hot sauces in my refrigerator. I mean, we're getting on a tangent here. It is 420. I'm excited to be back with the people. A whole show where I run through every single game. Much love, everybody. All right, I'll be back Friday with JJ. Maybe Holden shows up. Maybe he does a NASCAR show. Maybe he does a hockey show. Maybe he does, a cricket show. Who the hell knows with that guy? He's very busy, man. Businessman in sports business. But, you make time for us. We do appreciate it. But it's all good. Whatever he wants to do, Maybe it's just me and JJ. Just winners, that means. So JJ will have you covered the next few days in On the Bases. Again, I may add one more official play to the Run Pure Bet spreadsheet. I'll let you guys all know in the Discord. If you guys want to sign up, runpurebets.com every day, every play, fully tracked on our spreadsheet. Runpurebets.com. Use bets25 off to get 25% off your first month. Hit the like button on the way out. Give me a little comment in the comment section. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Much love. Joey works out. Peace.